Well, it wasn't pretty, but a win is a win, and the Blue Jays do get a big one, 8-7 in 10 innings over the Baltimore Orioles, and in hindsight, they win the series over the O's and get back-to-back wins. Okay, we'll take it for whatever it is. A win is a win, like I said. Now, Nate Pearson got the start in this one, and we'll talk about his start specifically in a little bit, but let's just get to the numbers and what happened and how we got to that 8-7 mark. All right. Bottom of the first inning, off of Nate Pearson, Anthony Santander hits a 2-run shot, 2 batters into the game, and not a very good start for the Blue Jays and Nate Pearson. Top of the third inning, Randal Grichuk comes up with Kevin Biggio on in the number 2 hole. Without, obviously, Bo Bichette there, you need a reliable guy, and Randal Grichuk lately has been that. And he comes up, and on a 1-1 pitch, it's a changeup down, but a great job by Randal Grichuk staying back on the changeup and getting all of it down the left field line, and it is gone! 2-run shot, and we're tied at 2. Great job for Grichuk. Bottom of the third inning, however, the next half inning, Anthony Santander. It's a solo shot off of Pearson, and the Orioles get the lead back. It's now 3-2. Top of the fifth inning, this is where things get real funky for the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, here we go. Anthony Alford is an infield single to short. Why? Because the guy can run like Speedy Gonzalez out there. The guy can fly. Infield single for Anthony Alford. Great job. Then Santiago Espinal comes up and he hits a single to center field. So you're 8-9 guys getting on base for the top of the shop, looking to do some damage here and blow this game wide open. Kevin Biggio, he walks. What a game for Kevin Biggio, by the way, at the plate. He was fantastic. We'll get to him later on. And now the bases are loaded, and nobody are out for Randal Grichuk. They bring in Lakins, I think Trevor Lakins, something like that. Let me try and find out his actual name there. Travis. I knew it was a T, just didn't get the right name there. All right, and in that top of the fifth inning, he comes in, and Randal Grichuk doubles off the opposite field, right field wall. Alford scores, Espinal scores, and Biggio ends up at third, Grichuk to second. The Blue Jays take the lead. It's now a 4-3 lead. This is what you want to see. But now you have guys at second and third, still nobody out. This is what you want to see. And then Travis Shaw comes up, and on a 2-1 pitch, crushes it to right center field, and it's gone. Or sorry, left center field? Right center field. I think it was right center. It was left center field. Anyways, he crushes one deep and gone. 3-run shot for Travis Shaw, and the Blue Jays now lead it 7-3. Oh, the offense comes out guns blazing. Huge inning, 5-run inning for the Blue Jays, and they have a little breathing room here for Nate Pearson, who now has a lead for the first time in his big league career. That's what you want to see. But then we go to the next half inning, and he gives him another 2-run shot, this time to Francisco, and now it's a 7-5 ball game. Not what you want to see. They bring in Shun Yamaguchi, and then a few batters later, Renato Nunez is a sacrifice fly. Ruiz comes in to score, and it is a 7-6 game. As I've said before, good pitching, good defense wins you ball games for the most part. The offense has been there. Pitching hasn't. Nate Pearson was not good today. Yamaguchi gives up that 1 run in his first inning of work, and that was not pretty. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning, and Hendry Alberto, it's a ground ball. Great play by Travis Shaw. Throws on to Vladdy. It's in the dirt. Vladdy reaches for it. It goes off his glove, and they score a run, and we're tied at 7. This team can't hold the lead, I swear. This is why... spitting on the camera. There you go. That is why Fernando Tatis did that a couple nights ago against Texas Rangers. You never know. No lead is a safe enough lead in the big leagues anymore. It's just not. Now we're tied at 7. And some crazy things occur come extra innings. Because the Blue Jays have their guy at second, right, with nobody out. And then I think it was it Kevin Biggio that walks, if I'm not mistaken, in that top of the 10th inning. Let me find that here for you guys. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. walked on a full count, And then you got 2 on and nobody out for Danny Jansen. And Danny Jansen, as we saw a few nights ago, last time in extra innings, drops down to beautiful bunt. And he does yet again. Great job by Danny Jansen, bunting it over to Chris Davis. Great to see him playing a little bit. And great job by Danny, does his job. Second and third now with one out for Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who was 2 for 4 in this ball game going into this at bat. And he hits a ball down the first base line. And great play by Chris Davis. He fires home. Looks like they have plenty of time to get Travis Shaw at the plate, but it bounces. Severino can't handle it at the plate. Blue Jays score. Travis Shaw comes in to score, and just like that, the Blue Jays take the 8-7 lead. Okay. They have the lead back, but you wanted more, and then they get Hernandez in panic to strike out, and they only score the one run, and now they have a guy starting at second base. Now, this is why you wanted that extra run, but they didn't get it. And it looked like Julian Merryweather was going to get his first outing as a Blue Jay. Anybody thinking, who the heck's Julian Merryweather? That was the piece acquired in the Josh Donaldson deal to Cleveland. It was a 1-for-1. Obviously, Merryweather dealing with Tommy John when the trade went down. Is at a long rehab, 28 years old, hasn't probably pitched in so damn long, and finally looked like he was going to get an outing. But I was about, if Charlie Montoyo put him out there in the 10th inning, I would have got Charlie, what are you doing? You did it with Yamaguchi, and look what happened. And if he did that with Merryweather, I would have gone nuts. But he didn't. I don't know if Anthony Bass said something on the bench or what. Because Anthony Bass already pitched the 9th, and he went out there for the 10th inning. Dwight Smith Jr., former Blue Jay, starts at second base. And he gets Hendra Alberto to strike out, and this is a big out, because now you have the 8-9 guys up. Big time strikeout of Hendra Alberto there for the Blue Jays. Then Mullins hit the single to center field, and we're all thinking, are you kidding me? Are we going to tie it? The number 9 guy who's hitting under 200 is going to tie this game. Are you nuts? And Teoscar Hernandez, who came in to pinch hit for Anthony Alford there in the top of the 10th inning and struck out, playing in center field with some back issue. I'm like, great, this guy's got to play center field with a back issue? Great. And he gets on a bounce, hurls it home, Vladdy cuts it off, and Dwight Smith Jr. is caught up between home and third base. You watch the replay. And first off, he does not break off well from second base. And I don't know why in God's green, beautiful earth are you not just boogieing to third base on that play. You see it's going to drop. You know it's not a hard hit ball. You know they're playing at least medium depth. Because it's not like, it's not like you need to get the guy. It's not like the guy at third with one out, right? The guy at second. So he takes some time, lets the ball drop, then goes to third, and decides to go halfway. You see the third base coach, the entire time he's got hold up, but Dwight Smith Jr. turns the corner ready to go home, then tries to slow down, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I understand everybody loves to harp on him, and I know offensively he had a terrible game today, and he wasn't good yesterday, and he could have had that play there that Travis Shaw threw to him in that one inning. I get those type of plays he could have had. But the very small play that he did in that moment in time was key to getting Dwight Smith Jr. out. Because you think of a young player, and you think, okay, well, he's just going to throw it to third base or throw it home or whatnot, and then start to run down, and that could have been a disaster. But Vladimir Guerrero Jr., knowing what the situation was, gets the cutoff and runs right at Dwight Smith Jr., as you are supposed to do. Because then you tell the base runner, okay, where are you going to go? And his first thought, if I'm not mistaken, was to go back to third base. Then the rundown starts. They eventually get him out. And I don't know what the heck Dwight Smith Jr. was doing. I guess the Jays let him go for a reason. And now you have 2 out. Bringing up Brian Holiday, the backup, the third string catcher, because they wanted to pinch hit for, I don't know who it was. He was Velasquez he was pinch hitting for. And he pops out to Joe Panic to end the ball game as the Blue Jays win it 8-7 in 10 innings. Like I said, it was not pretty, but a win is a win. And that's it. 9-11 now on the season are the Blue Jays. Now let's get through some of these stats. Like I said, Kevin Biggio had a great night. He was 0 for 2. Well, how did he have a great night? He walked 3 times and scored 2 runs, big time for Kevin Biggio. On base percentage now of .344 with a batting average of only .228. Tells you how much he's getting on base. You'd love to see it at the top of the lineup with Biggio. Randall Grichuk 2 for 5 in the game, 2 runs scored and 4 RBIs. Back-to-back games with 4 RBIs for Grichuk. Had the home run in this one. He's hitting .333, guys, with a .394 on base. Incredible for Randall Grichuk. Great to see. Like I said, Vladdy 0 for 4 in the game with a strikeout. Danny Jansen 0 for 2, but he did walk once and had that beautiful sacrifice bunt. So you love to see that from Danny Jansen. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., much better to see. 2 for 5 in the game for him. 2 singles for Lourdes, raising his average to .239. Brandon Drury has been god-awful for this team. He was 0 for 2 in the game. Joe Pena came in to pinch hit for him. He was 0 for 2 in the game as well. Anthony Alford 1 for 4 with the infield single, and Santiago Espinal, the number 9 hitter, had 2 singles and was 2 for 4. The runs scored. Great job for Santiago. He's hitting a very minimal 200 on the season, but a good job by him. Now, Nate Pearson, like I said, was subpar at best. He was not very good. And the thing we've learned with watching this team, especially a guy like Hyun-Jin Ryu, because you watch in his first 2 starts, what was the problem with Ryu? His fastball command was not there. And it just did not, his other pitches were not as good. The reason why, because they weren't looking for his fastball at that point. If they were middle, at 90 miles an hour, you're going to crush that. And his off-speed just didn't play well enough. Right? They were laying off them. It was not pretty. But what are we seeing from Ryu right now? Fastball command, and that makes his other pitches play so much better. So for Nate Pearson, what happened today? His fastball command was not there. And what does that do? Your other pitches don't play. 4 innings for Nate Pearson, 4 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned. He had 3 strikeouts and walked 3 guys. He had 3 home runs. Obviously, 2 to Mullins. 2 to Santander, and then the 1 to he gave up the 2-run shot to Chance Sisco. Right. Now, 2 very good hitters, but not very good for Nate Pearson. He was not very pretty in this one. Shin Yamaguchi came on and he gave you an inning and 2/3 of 3 hit, 1 run ball, a couple strikeouts, and his ERA dropped from like 8.31 to 7.50. So whoopie-doo. And Wilmer Font, as he's done so often lately, comes in to face one guy, strikes him out. So good job by Wilmer Font going in there and dropping his ERA like 60-odd points, too, down to 10.50. TSN 1050, I guess, right? I would say Aaron Claus. I don't know why I was going to go there. AJ Cole comes in and has probably his first rough outing as a Toronto Blue Jay. He went 1 inning, gave up 3 hits. It was 1 earned run, obviously the tying run, and his ERA. He finally has an ERA, does AJ Cole. But hey, if he bounced back in the next one, that's all that matters. Jordan Romano came out there, and you know what he's going to do. 1 inning, 1 hit, couple strikeouts. Great job for Romano. And Anthony Bass goes out there, picks up the win, his first win of the season. First win as a Blue Jay. 2 innings, 1 hit, doesn't walk a batter, and strikes out 3. Does help when Angel Hernandez is behind the dish. The guy's an absolute Looney Tune. I'm not going to get into that too much. You guys know Angel Hernandez. You know the shenanigans that guy does. I mean, you watch that last at bat the Mullins at bat, I think it was in the 10th inning against Anthony Bass. Two balls were called strikes. Then Bass paints the bottom corner and he doesn't call it. And I'm like, whatever. Yeah, Angel Hernandez, just do it. Whatever, man. I don't care. Blue Jays win it. That's really what matters, right? And the finale of the series, guys, goes tomorrow afternoon. So 1:05 first pitch at Camden Yards. As the Blue Jays look, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. You know what they're looking for. They've won the first 2 games of the series. Put 2 and 2 together. You guys get it. 1:05 first pitch there tomorrow. Tanner Roark on the mound for the Blue Jays. Tommy Malone on the mound for the O's. And for goodness sakes, Roark, throw some strikes. And please, we need some length. Because you saw Bass go 2 innings. He's definitely not ready for tomorrow. Romano probably isn't ready to go. You'll have Dolis, but you don't have Cole. You need some innings because you only had 4 from Pearson today. You need some length out of Tanner Roark tomorrow afternoon, and it would be great to see this team win 3 straight games and get 1 game under 500. And hey, we're right back in this. I don't know what's going to end up happening, but hopefully they can do some type of damage. And we need to see this team continue to slug the ball. They need to do so right now because their pitching is kind of all over the place. So to keep that offense going, look. They just got to keep going with it, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed most of this game because it was stressful in senses. Hit the like button, I appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Everything about this, guys. Would you like, would you not like from today's ball game? Who'd you like, who'd you not like? Let me know in the comments. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description, so follow up there if you guys are interested in that. All right, and I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow afternoon, 1:35 first pitch. 1:35 tip-off. That's what I was going for. Raptors and Nets, Game 2 of Round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs, and I do not care about what Milwaukee did or didn't do. The Raptors are here. We focus on us. Other teams will do what they have to do. And if Milwaukee loses to Orlando, which they won't, fine, so be it. I don't care right now. I care about my team. 1:35 tip-off tomorrow in Game 2 of Round 1 against the Brooklyn Nets. All right? And as for the Blue Jays, as we talked about, they play in the finale of the 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles. 1:05 first pitch there tomorrow afternoon. Tanner Roark, Tommy Malone is the pitching matchup there in Baltimore at Camden Yard. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.